Scientists may have worked out why astronauts develop health problems in space. Super Nintendo Land will open in Japan, finally, on February 4th, 2021. And Microsoft is trying to score your work meetings based on body language. This is your Daily Tech Briefing, the morning edition. It's Monday, November 30th. From Engadget, I'm Bureau Chief Matt Smith. Back from a long weekend and dreading the run of video conference calls in your work week, Microsoft has an idea on how to reduce those unnecessary meetings by giving them scores based on body language, facial expressions, the number of attendees, and even ambient conditions like the time of day and temperature. According to a patent filing, this tech could be used for both virtual and in-person meetings, using a mix of cameras and sensors for physical gatherings. It would even predict the likelihood of a useful meeting and suggest alternative times, locations, and people if a meetup was likely to be ineffective. I can help you out here, Microsoft. Just don't schedule meetings or calls after 2 p.m. on a Friday if you really want my best work. Super Nintendo World, the much-anticipated life-size living video game, their words not mine, will open on February 4th in Osaka, Universal Studios, Japan. The opening date is earlier than expected. After some delays, Universal and Nintendo last said that the park would open in the spring of 2021. Super Nintendo World is just a small section of the park, which is not ideal if it hosts a lot of visitors in the middle of a pandemic. However, it will eventually expand through a Donkey Kong area that's already under construction. Universal Studios also promised hygiene enhancement measures created in partnership with health officials and plans to operate at half capacity until the pandemic has abated. People are more likely to develop health issues with extended time in space, such as cardiovascular and sleep disruptions. But why? NASA scientists might finally have an idea. They've published research indicating that mitochondria, the energy-producing powerhouses of cells, may play a key role. The findings reinforce concerns that astronauts could face significant health challenges going forward, particularly for longer trips to the Moon and Mars. This discovery could be crucial to overcoming those problems, however. Lead study author Afshin Beheshti told NASA this could lead to countermeasures and drugs that keep people living well in space for longer periods. And that is your Monday morning tech briefing. Catch up on all the full stories, reviews, and more at Engadget.com. And it's Cyber Monday, so reporting on plenty of gadget deals as well. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our tech briefings wherever you get your podcasts. Please leave us a review or send us your feedback to tma@engadget.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Matt, for keeping tabs on our daily news. If you want a longer discussion about some big weekly topics, check out the Engadget podcast with me, Senior Editor Devendra Hardawar, and our reviews editor, Sherlyn Lowe.
Yeah, you can get us on basically anything that gets podcasts, including Spotify. Just search for the Engadget podcast.